Good evening, friends. Today I want to react to a small portion of the last Sydney Sweeney interview. There was this little part. Let's get right into it.
Is there something that you want to say about the ad itself? The Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Do you have?
The ad spoke for itself.
You think the ad spoke for itself?
Yeah.
Okay. And the criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, like white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority.
So, what political climate do we have that a white person can talk about genes? I don't know. It's just like this whole leftist thing that you have to feel guilt for being white, and you have to stay silent for being white, and you have to have you don't have the allowance to have an opinion because you're white. You're privileged from birth to death. You're privileged all the way down, and this is a great lie. So I'm white. I never felt privileged. Never. I have to work. I pay taxes. So where's my privilege? I don't see my privilege. If you know where my privilege is, send it to me. My problem starts when obviously leftist people want to nail down someone because of their skin color. So she said something about genes in her ad. And now it's evil because of the political climate. So the white person is not allowed to talk about his genes or his talent or his whatever because you're white, you're privileged anyways. So I'm white. I never felt privileged anywhere. So I have to go to work, I have to pay taxes, I have to pay for my shit. So no one's coming to me and say, hey, dude, you're white, you get everything for free. You can do whatever the hell you want and everything is okay. No. So I really ask myself, from what political climate is she talking about? I don't get it. Because, I really don't understand it. Why we as white people can't talk about genes. So when it comes down to sports, black people always talk about genes. Yeah, they're superior in some sports because of their genes. Yeah, they run faster, they jump higher. Yes, and no one's making a big fuss out of it. But if a white person talks about it, it's pure evil. So where's the point here? Some stupid people try to make it a racial thing. So just leave it alone. It was a word play. I really don't get why these people always crawling out of their holes and stop pointing fingers at people just for no reason, just to try to demolish someone. I live in Germany. I am a German, you know. I was raised with guilt. So have you seen what Hitler does in the Second World War? Now you have 60, 70, 80 years later, you have to feel guilty. And when you start saying no, people got a real problem with it. Because if you say no to their idiotic ideology, they start seeing you as an enemy.
Since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think
An opportunity to talk about that specifically? Yeah, she waits that Sydney Sweeney is saying something controversial here to put her in a corner to give her a certain label. That's it. This is not a conversation. This is really not a conversation. This part is not a conversation. This is a strike. She really wants to strike her. The way how she formed this sentence, this question, is not really a question. It should put you in a corner if you say something controversial. Or if you stand your ground. You know, this is all they do. This is not conversation. This is not speaking and listening. This is just like only waiting for the right moment.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
This is the perfect answer you can give him. Instead of going into that, what she wanted, this interviewer wanted, she wanted to pick up a fight. So she asked a certain kind of question that puts you in a corner that normal people, I would say not even normal people, but if you are a person who are weak-minded, you start to defend yourself all the time. Even if the person that asks you a question asks you a very stupid question. And if you're a weak-minded person, you start to explain yourself. Get out of the situation with the less damages that's possible. And this, what Sydney Sweeney does here is just leave me the hell alone. If I want you to know what I think, I tell you. Otherwise, I don't tell you. It's really perfect. I have to admit that. So what do you think? Do you think that Sydney Sweeney acted wrong or right? I would say it was perfectly fine. She didn't let her put in a certain kind of corner. If you like what I do, like, subscribe. Maybe you'll leave a comment. See you next time. Goodbye.